In a bustling little village nestled between rolling green hills and a sparkling river, there was a tiny wooden house where a young woman named Amina lived. Amina had always dreamed of becoming a singer. Her voice was her gift, pure, powerful, and unique. Yet she was constantly plagued by a fear of judgment and criticism from others. Amina's voice had the power to move people. Her songs could cheer up anyone on a gloomy day. Villagers often gathered at her home to listen to her sing, marveling at her talent. Even the elders praised her for her melodies. Yet despite the admiration, Amina doubted herself. "What if they're just being polite?" she confided to her best friend Layla. "What if they laugh behind my back?" Layla shook her head and said, "Amina, your voice is amazing. Don't let these thoughts stop you. You're here to sing, not to worry about what others think." But Amina couldn't shake her fears. One day, a traveling performer named Zahir arrived in the village. Zahir was known for his sharp critiques and often made aspiring artists question their abilities. When Zahir heard about Amina, he smirked. "A singer in this little village? Let's see if she's as good as they claim," he said, making his way to her house. Amina was mid-song when Zahir arrived. He stood silently, arms crossed, listening intently. When she finished, Zahir gave a faint chuckle and said, "You have potential, but your high notes are weak, and your rhythm lacks polish." Amina's heart sank. She thanked him quietly and decided not to sing for the rest of the day. "I knew it," she told Layla later. "I'm not good enough." Days turned into weeks, and Amina refused to sing. The villagers stopped visiting, and her house grew quiet. Layla tried her best to encourage Amina, but her friend's confidence was shattered. One evening, Layla convinced Amina to take a walk by the river. The moonlight danced on the water, and the night was alive with the chirping of crickets and the rustling of leaves. They hoped the peaceful surroundings would lift Amina's spirits. As they walked, they encountered an old woman named Fatima, known for her wisdom. Fatima noticed Amina's gloomy expression and asked, "What's troubling you, my dear?" Amina sighed and explained her fears. "I stopped singing because Zahir said I wasn't good enough." "What if others think the same?" Fatima chuckled softly. "Let me tell you a story," she said. "Once, there was a young stream that wanted to flow into the river. As it trickled through the forest, it heard whispers from the trees. 'You're too small,' said one tree. 'You'll never reach the river,' said another. The stream became so worried that it stopped flowing. But then a wise rock said, 'You're not here to please the trees. Your purpose is to flow no matter what they say.' So the stream kept moving, and soon it reached the river, fulfilling its destiny." Fatima's words resonated deeply. Amina tilted her head, pondering the story. "So, you're saying I should sing even if some people don't like it?" "Exactly," Fatima replied. "Not everyone will love your song, but that doesn't mean you should stop singing. Your gift is meant to be shared, not hidden away." That night, Amina decided to sing again. At first, her voice was shaky, but as she continued, her confidence returned. Layla clapped and cheered, encouraging her to keep going. Word spread quickly, and soon the villagers were back, filling her yard with laughter and applause. The days that followed were transformational. Amina began practicing daily, experimenting with new styles and techniques. She enrolled in music workshops in nearby towns, meeting mentors who nurtured her talent. Each challenge she faced, whether it was a difficult melody or a critical remark, became an opportunity to grow rather than a reason to quit. Even Zahir returned, though this time he stayed quiet. When Amina finished her song one evening, he gave a small nod and said, "You've improved." Amina smiled, but she didn't care about Zahir's opinion anymore. She realized her joy came from singing, not from seeking approval. Her voice had found its freedom, and she sang not just for the villagers, but for herself. Over time, Amina's reputation grew. She was invited to sing at festivals and events in neighboring villages. Young aspiring singers began visiting her, seeking guidance and inspiration. Amina always shared the same advice Fatima had given her. Don't let fear of judgment stop you. Your purpose is to share your gift, not to seek everyone's approval. Her story became a tale of resilience and self-belief, inspiring others to pursue their dreams regardless of criticism. The village that once had a single singer now echoed with the voices of many, all encouraged by Amina's journey. This story teaches a simple but powerful truth. Stop worrying about what others think. Not everyone will like what you do, and that's okay. What matters most is doing what makes you happy and sharing your gifts with the world. Whether you sing, paint, write, or pursue any dream, you're not here to please everyone. Life isn't about making everyone approve of you. It's about finding joy in being yourself. When you worry too much about others' opinions, you hold yourself back. You miss opportunities to grow and shine. Remember, even the most beautiful songs may not be loved by everyone, but that doesn't make them any less beautiful. Just like Amina, embrace your unique voice. Keep going, keep improving, and keep sharing. The right people will appreciate you, and most importantly, you'll learn to appreciate yourself. So don't let fear silence you. Be brave, be bold, and let your light shine, not for others, but for yourself. You'll be amazed at how far you can go when you stop worrying and start believing in your own strength.